Bookstore and Soda Bar. We are here this evening to go live with my daughter, who has published 2 books, and she is here for a book signing. And she's also going to do a little bit of reading from her book, her new book. And the other book, which she published before, is The Secrets We Keep. And this one is called Stand By Me. I think I remembered the name right. I looked at it before I walked out. But this is her second book that she's gotten published. And so we thought we would try to not only promote the bookstore that she's doing the signing at, as well as her book. So I'm going to go inside, get this set up, and we will get going. Um,
Welcome back from the great land of New Jersey. How was New Jersey? It's a great land. The great land. I'm very tired. Yeah. That's the first time I've done that.
Sorry. Oh,
Don't mind me.
I told you she could have another one. Yeah. Thank you.
I bought, so I went to get a Spider-Man shirt from Penny, and they had 2 left. So I got hit with a matching Spider-Man shirts. They were $5. I did not spend any money, but I did in fact get them matching shirts. But now if I take Penny to your house, she's gonna not want her to.
Yeah, I know.
So you have your own. So, I bought the matching because
I forgot to turn them off.
that's what I'm gonna do. Her daughter.
No, I think the last thing I have is the apartment.
So,
Not full food, but basic.
just,
Because I have
and I think,
Vince Loma and then Light Smoke Love on top, and then I have. Yeah, one of my friends, his company is on sponsor, so we got tickets. That's how I rate doing the things. Yeah.
Everybody didn't know for next year, and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
wait,
I know.
save me a spot.
Yeah, she was like, because they're gonna change how they're doing it this year. I don't really know how, because I wasn't really involved in like all that. But the only thing I'm really involved in is decorating committee. That's my involvement.
what's your black person? It's good. It is like, it's
I
gross.
have a sister at LOL. She thinks
It's like the sears of the
Do you think?
Oh yeah. Someone, I saw someone say that they think that she's announcing an album. It's like, okay, what? Seems like a silly title, but like, I'll listen to it. But I'm hoping, and I'm thinking it's gonna be like Orange. This next story.
Oh, yeah, I read that.
But I also really wanting her to do Reputation, like the full album again.
I just want to apologize.
I do too. But I was hoping she'd re-record them because I saw so many people talking about
I
how,
say
like,
that quietly, but I would like to sing. I don't want to be greedy though. So.
right, because they'll tell you if you are.
In the other though, she said she only did a couple, like, only a couple of songs have been released.
And they were probably the angry ones, not the
Yeah, and I'm like,
show
that's all I want.
ones.
I'm like, I just want one I want. This is the famous angry version.
That's from Folklore though.
I know, but we still want it.
Yes.
I'm on board with that because the Eras tour ruined that song for me.
Yeah.
I can't listen to the I need an angry Chris.
I wasn't even there and I watched it on video and I can't listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to it after a handful of times, and I'm like, this is, I don't like this one anymore.
The guys in Matrix.
No, I do like the person, but I want to share this. You're welcome.
I do too, but I also was going to do the double album thing where it was like Reputation with Karma.
Okay.
The last album. That's what I wanted.
Later.
Big old mess.
There's no way. It has to be, and I mean it. If
Well,
it's
it's
nothing.
okay, so the reason the Under the Desk was family.
I think it's gonna be a documentary. She has cameras all over her all the time. And she's being recorded.
It was
So-
a few days.
We're like updated with. That would be. Yeah. I watched a lot of Granny live shows.
I wish, and I don't think they will, because I don't think they were filming the one where Florence showed up and they did Florida together, but I would kill them to put that in. That would be. You're providing Right. But it's like, I know it's a lot of footage, my guy, but
We would pay to watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they are, she's gonna do like an Eras tour. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Although he was the opener to the opener.
I don't even know why everybody.
That's how I find out.
I'm still waiting
If
for
I don't
Jeremy
want to
to
take the
get
roads, Maple Drive, the one with yours,
because
because if
there was a
here,
Halloween.
I think council will say, like, council
There's
before
a Halloween show.
get off work.
But like everyone was notified, like, hey, this is being recorded.
Yeah.
So I did council to 40, you
Yeah.
go one exit and get off Morgan.
Because I don't know, I think it was the one where he had wore the Dorothy dress. And yeah. I saw something today, somebody in one of the discords I mentioned that like, he's releasing like a live, yep.
Well, there's a makeup line that he has called Pleasing, and we've been waiting for it.
What?
Harry Styles has like
He's so pretty. He's so
it's like fragrances, nail polish, or like makeup, and it's called Pleasing. Yeah. And with it being called
One Direction was
Pleasing,
past my time.
yesterday was the 15th anniversary and the 1 year anniversary of Liam, like the first anniversary of Liam.
So One Direction, I was a Joe Gross girl. One Direction is just like, it's past my time. Which we gave away those big time rush tickets, and I was like, I don't know who that is.
I only know
know
it.
it's
So
one of
One
the guys
Direction
is on.
opened for Big Time Rush, but then there were people who were only going for One Direction and were leaving. So then there was like a big fight between Big Time Rush and
I saw the Jonas Brothers when they performed with Taylor Swift, and it was the best day of my life. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
But it
I'm
is
still living that high.
with the brand being called Pleasing, we finally hit full
I mean,
circle,
also,
and we're now.
Yeah.
I'm really sick.
I'm nervous.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
I haven't seen pictures, but somebody in the
They haven't been released yet.
Okay.
But
My parents
So
were
close.
back in the day, gave them tickets to the ZTE, the Amphitheater, for Rascal Flats. It's a little woman was opening up for Rascal Flats. And I was like, we should get there early for the girl. I was little.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a girl singing. And like, she's really pretty. And my dad's like, okay, we'll go sit down. We were in line for beer. And we went, and I was like,
I get it.
I
There is history.
Go to flight in New York, pop for a drink. I got in her seat. She was gonna get me out there for my record
in the line of.
and we compared them to what I paid for.
I get 4K checks. I'm like, I have no idea.
My reputation for
Yeah.
listening to $50 a piece. 50? No, I mean, $50 a piece for listening to it.
I could probably pay $50 for a seat.
No, like they're all cute. Like I have some of them. I don't like nail polish a lot.
My ears were, I didn't have for my legs, so we got two floor seats
And then I'm
for
not a lot of
like all
like
the
payroll.
which really isn't bad.
For 4 seats on there.
Because they were reselling the seats next to us. The guy, Grant's like, after I was paying us $2,000.
I was each. I was looking for
Grant's like, let's sell the tickets. And I said, never.
I was looking for funsies when she came back to the States.
When we had, like,
Maybe.
so we day
None
of,
of them got less than 2 minutes.
we bought day of tickets for Nashville. And it was a 5-hour drive. And I said, we'll buy the tickets on the drive route. So we got up at like 6 a.m. and drove to Nashville. And Grant was like, okay. So we bought tickets. I ended up getting decent tickets for like 400, whatever, it's fine. The show got delayed by 6 hours because of lightning. It started at midnight, and then we had to drive home because Grant had work. And we got home at 6, and Grant got dressed and went to work.
I'm dropping off here.
There's no airport where we live. We lived in like the boonies in Tennessee.
Yeah.
500 drive. And there's a time change, and so we lost like it's 1 hour. He loved it. He had fun. It was like time of his life. It was a rain show.
Rain shows are the best. Me and my brother went to Speak Now, like Speak Now for our birthday, or, it was in, my birthday's November, and it was August, I think it's like 28.
I saw Speak Now in Vegas. Brad was in Vegas, and then the rest of them were in Detroit after that.
You should know people from
No.
I think it was, you.
Was he on my side? I need it. No, not you. Okay. Understood.
Well, then maybe it was.
Understood.
Toasty. I just stay toasty. What, baby? What is it? Okay. Get another one. They're good. It'll keep me from eating them. You can eat mine.
Okay, but I cannot place stuff while you're up here with me. If you're gonna watch stuff, you go the other day for dinner.
You cannot get the local attitude. Grant goes, so we got third wheel.
There's more. There's more.
But I'm looking at her left hand. Stop, these are so good. No, if you're gonna watch the ball, I didn't come with it. It was fun for them.
So I didn't even know that he posted.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, okay. I can't wait to see what I can. Stop!
I
You're
got
so
one that's
cute!
I didn't think it all the way through.
Sorry, it's Taylor Swift.
Let me see.
Travis posted a bunch of
Travis
pictures of
posted a
them.
bunch
Oh my god.
I will be looking.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm casual. Huh?
Somebody
I know,
was asking
like,
the
okay.
picture on his phone is like of her showing off a ring. And I'm like, I don't think so.
I think it's a her, but not a her.
Well, because like her hand's like this. And so I'm like, but she could just be doing this.
Yeah. I thought it's a her.
Interesting.
I would think he'd be.
How are you guys? I heard you have to go.
I could be wrong, but.
It says for a full raise. I don't even mind a full raise in anything.
Is it like that? Where do you work? Is it downtown?
No, it doesn't. I don't really have to.
Oh, well, this is, you get to go home real quick. I would do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then work on Thursday, Friday. I'd be done.
The boys all kind of chatted. I know, and they did Tuesday, Monday, and drive. And Steve was working.
Alright, take this and
Mail
sell.
guy. And they
Yeah.
are there forever, so I try to go with their house. But you can go in Thursday, Friday, because nobody's there.
Fair.
And I could be there a lot.
Fair.
Good one.
The Dr. Pepper someday.
It doesn't matter.
I had heavy boxes.
That's treats, not food.
I was carrying a lot of heavy boxes, so you worked them off. And I was hot.
Yep, okay, they're perfect.
And sparkling waters. Oh,
Did Macy get your drink? No.
no.
I don't really need a drink.
I didn't eat your dinner, so like, are you gonna be eating your outside?
You bring me some pickle fries when you're done.
As soon as I reached out, I was like, can I please be inside? I cannot do anything. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And then when they sent the email out again about where they were gonna, like, letting people know where they would replace, I was like, hey, you remember how you said I could be inside? They're like, yeah, you're good.
Can you
I was like,
recall?
yeah, I was like, please tell me, because I can't. I will die, even if it's 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I was
Rude.
should I stay? I was like, no.
Yeah, I will turn into like a cherry tomato.
I am borrowing somebody's.
Oh, smart. Yeah. I have a neck fan and a desk fan. That's about all I'm bringing.
I can't watch that.
Yeah.
Okay. She texted me and said she was on her way, but.
For him? Is it anytime?
Three.
Yes.
Is it just his website?
No, you cheater.
You mean for later?
Like on the bio, there's a link.
No, you cheater. Those are yours.
Look at the first thing. Read it.
That's true.
I have to send this to.
That's true.
I
Keep your
have to
mouth
walk.
shut.
I can't sit. I have to get up right now.
But I was not expecting that to be.
Keep your microphone first.
I'm gonna like call someone. Like I'm gonna call someone. I'm gonna call someone about this. I need to read something. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. There's a pink one too. I'm out of.
Well, you just may not
It's
be
a double.
For what?
No, I did not. I said you can get a free drink tonight. She goes, no, my mom was coming.
It's not like a.
That's my thing. Even if I ever have money, I'm not paying that for
I would feel
first
bad.
of all. Yeah. I'm like, I'll go like on vacation. Yeah. Yeah. Went to Goodwill and I found a dress for a dresser and it was like marked.
No, it's not.
And I was like, something cool. And I checked my credit card statement. It was like, I was like, is that free?
Hold on. What am I on your phone as? I'm like purplish, but I got us doing my number. I need that.
I'm getting pink ones. Okay. The pink, yeah, I have the white one left, but I'm gonna pink. Hi, go sit down.
Hey, thanks for coming in, Embarkation Nation.
I'm like,
I can't get in front of the
Really
phone
good knee-jerk reaction. Oh wait, you was in here when there was no one else.
because of the way it's set up. So I appreciate you coming in.
she Pavloved every single one.
And this is Kelly's
Right, this is in the car, right?
book signing for the first,
He does it too in the back seat.
I'm sorry, for the second book she published called Stand By. The first one that she published was The Secrets We Keep, and they can be both purchased on Amazon.
You had to look at my husband and go, "What's your favorite song?" Betty. Betty. He loves Betty.
All right.
Betty was on the tour.
And unfortunately, this was the only place I could put the camera, so we're gonna get a lot of
It's
interference.
because they mentioned the skateboard.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm pretty sure that at 30 years old, he decided to learn how to skateboard, and I'm pretty sure that's why it's his favorite song. But he loves Betty.
Yeah.
Bless his
I
heart.
think that's it's either Betty.
If you're
or
still here, can you hear me?
Mine is Long Live, and it's so basic, but Staying Up Live for the first time. That was our wedding song.
Did you see our pictures?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Like mine right here.
And that was our wedding song. Like, hello, hi, how are you guys doing? Did you look for all of them? There's nine different sunglasses.
I like those.
If you want to.
Jennifer, can you hear me at all?
Somewhere in this building.
Okay, just making
Hey,
sure.
what street is this? Where?
I've had to put the camera on the stand.
There you go.
I can't, I've got to keep checking the screen to see if anybody's here because I can't see it the way it's set up.
She's not. It's like one of the main. I'm betting it was a high.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And so will she. And I don't know if you heard, but we're at a store called Lost and Bound. It is a book and soda shop. And they've allowed her to do a book signing here. And so she's going to not only do a little bit of, do some book signing, but do some reading from her newest book. And thank you for sharing the link. I'll let her know.
And then my friend told me about the scene and I was like, I put that in there, and she's like, like design books or guys? My little sales person. I texted her, and then she almost gets the other.
Yeah, just make them up. Mother's important.
Guy was like,
What is this? What are you all doing? Keep it on, keep it on. I can't complain. You have a credit card with us? Oh,
I'll let you know how.
The embarkation nation, I told Kelly what y'all did, and she said to tell you guys thank you very much. She really appreciates it.
Since I just don't remember the words that are in it, so. Why not start with cheap $20? Yeah. Just excuse the language.
yeah, I would just have one next to Mel and then right there. You know where Mel is? What would you like? What would you like? So, Sprite. So we'll give you the Sprite and then you can
I will definitely tell her. And because the way the camera's set up, I have a hard time seeing the screen, so it may take me a little bit to respond to the comments.
I don't even know who I would get for it. I hope so. Do you have
So, alright, I think, and you can have
I did so myself on the week.
this is how we've been married for 27 years.
For the children.
I know, it does, it's great. Because that goes with
It has to be
like a flash ban.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will go up anymore. We have to get it up on the website.
Oh, God.
I have to tell my friend, from
It's the base is too light.
my other children's not here, so. Just kidding.
No, you're fine, we can find a seat.
It looks like it's extended all the way.
I just figured because it's, we have this and we'd be able to download
Where's Sean? Oh, Evan, be there to get back drop. Don't mind. Don't mind me. Hold that book.
Someone has the like not for resale.
Thank you.
Yeah, get her another right for her to
Yeah.
Okay, then you said we can break it apart.
Okay, I'll send you all these. I've sent about 200 photos.
Okay.
And food.
Hello, everybody that's joined us. We are at Lost and Bound here at OKC for a book signing. My daughter's published 2 different books. The first one is The Secrets We Keep, and this one here is Stand By. And she's going to be doing a reading from it, as well as signing some, autographing some books for people that purchase the ones here.
Never.
I'm sending a wedding invitation to a local bottler of Dr. Pepper Museum and whatever Dr. Pepper. I almost stopped.
That's
I
awesome.
ordered way too many.
Okay, where I saw your mother.
I'm not crazy. I didn't see your mother.
I saw one earlier. Would it be a sign then, or no?
And thank you, Embarkation Nation, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Just figuring out how to get everything set up. It's still a work in progress, but at least it's up and running, sort of.
You're trying to see through. Okay, pretty
Hello, Mother.
And those are the ladies that have sponsored the signing event. So we want to give a shout out to Lost and Bound for allowing us to set up here. We really do appreciate it.
Are you guys together or separate? That's not covered. Is this the coat?
So we're gonna be getting started in just a minute, if everyone wants to grab their seats. And we're gonna do some talking, she's gonna read the book, and then we'll be doing signing after the fact. Public speaking is my worst nightmare. Sorry about
It's like I
that.
don't mind, but like I don't know how to start. That's
I
that's on what.
You don't have to sit next to her.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
I was just gonna stand back here, but that's fine too. I can just.
Well,
No, you're great.
just talk loud enough so the questions show up on the board.
I gotta practice my teacher voice. I gotta get it out of somewhere. Let's not right. You're looking two bumps, 'cause that feels about right. That may have been too much. What's that make? She's using it. We're about to use it. You enjoying nice? Do you have a punch card? Do you want like just your hand in it or something? Okay, well, can you get it? Go back to the other table.
Spray.
You want glitter? Did you say hi to Anna?
Top.
On the mess.
When you stir it. Don't you go learn some mine this day. I've never been there. No, it's fine. I'll use it as
No, yeah, don't do that. That's not good.
the worst horror. It's so bad. It's
Hey, Kelly, can you sign up for some of this one?
Yeah. Fair.
You're perfectly fine. The 7-year-old fairly elastic. I did the same thing, but that wasn't it. Sorry. Oh, sorry, my phone right behind you. Okay, but I was like,
My plugins are on, but my lights are out. Like,
did
the
you turn it
outputs are
on?
Did you lean against
Was that you?
Probably.
I'm just gonna put you on blast.
Wait, the outlets are on though.
Turn it the other way. There we go.
Yay! Note yourself, I'm leaning against the
Yeah,
wall,
no,
sorry.
Oh, she's looking at it at the same time I was looking at it? Oh, that's what it was. I was like, my outlets are on. I did pay my power bill and it was so expensive. And that was the last one.
Okay.
I'm going to the book box. All right, are we ready? All right, we're gonna get started. This is K.M. Martin.
Yeah, you can call me Kelly though.
Well, what's your pen name? And her second book, Stand By, is Angela.
It's my sister.
Hello.
That's Denise. She's down there.
All right, so I'm gonna ask a few questions, and then I'll open it up to you guys if there's any questions that you guys would like to ask. And then she has a few pages that she'll read. It's kind of like a little sneak peek into the book. So, first thing, what inspired you to write Stand By?
So I was a producer for 3 years at a local news station, and I thought it would make a really good story and like a really good setting because not a lot of people know how a newsroom works. And while I don't get like super into it, you get like some good glimpses, and I try my best to like kind of explain things. and not use verbiage that like you wouldn't understand if you're not in news. My editors and like my beta readers had to point some stuff out and be like, we know what that is. So I tried to do a really good job of that. But that was it. I really enjoy romance. That's my favorite genre, and so I wanted to kind of incorporate the two. So yeah.
So, what do you enjoy most about being a writer?
I looked at these questions yesterday. They're out there. They're no longer in my brain. I think I don't really have like a creative outlet that like I stick to. If anyone else has ADHD, you kind of know that you hyperfixate on things and they just kind of come and go. And a lot of times they're creative. And this one I've had a lot of fun with because I'm able to just kind of stick with it. And since it's not my full-time job, I can just kind of do it as I want and as it feels right. So yeah.
So you kind of go where writer's block.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Yep, that's fair. So what was the most challenging scene to write?
So there's a scene where she kind of breaks down with Tobias. They're at a coffee shop and they're kind of talking about like the problems that she's had at work, and she just says the words like, I'm tired, and she just kind of loses it because then that's like, she's finally admitting what is going on at work and what's causing her a lot of anxiety, because one of the things that she struggles with is anxiety. Her mental health is a really big component of this book, and that her and I are very similar because I put a lot of my experience and my emotions and everything into her experience because I needed the catharsis of getting them out. And so that was hard for me to write because I was like, I'm gonna cry when I write this. I cried a little bit, not as much, and then I had therapy like 2 days later, so it was fine. But I think that was the hardest one because the like admitting how exhausted you are and just how like and just being vulnerable for the first time with somebody you barely know is a lot, and yeah, just the vulnerability in that scene I think was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up and go a little lighthearted for this next one.
Okay.
If this book were to be adapted into a film, who would you cast as Scarlett and Tobias?
I don't know the guy's name. Shocker, because men. But Nicola Coughlan. If you guys have seen Bridgerton, Penelope and I can't remember his name. Colin. Yes, because he's got pictures out where he's got a beard, and I'm like, that's them. Perfect. So those two, those are my favorite.
And how important are book reviews?
They're really important just because like the best way for an indie author to get out there is word of mouth. And so if people are leaving reviews and like actually writing reviews, I read them for feedback because I want to see what I can do better. So thankfully I haven't had any that have been like super disrespectful, but I like go in and I read them for this book and for my last book. And I can kind of see like what I need to improve on. So for me, they're important, and also just like word of mouth. Sorry, guys.
So what was the most difficult thing about writing a character of the opposite sex?
An editor I spoke with a couple weeks ago put it perfectly. Writers like to be too nice to their characters a lot of times. And so it's hard to like write that conflict because like, you know they're gonna end up together, so you don't want them to be mean to each other. And so it's hard to like have him be a jerk, but also like, because I'm so like in love with Scarlett, I'm like, don't be mean to my girl. But like I know he has to be because it's an enemies to lovers trope. So that was the hardest part for me. Because like, I don't be mean, and they kind of have to be for there to be any kind of conflict. So, yeah.
Did you hide, or do you hide any secrets in your books for people to kind of look for?
Yes. And it's just one little one that I do I plan to do for all of them, but I've only done for this and for The Secrets We Keep, my first book. They'll have inverse initials. So she's, oh my God, what's her name? Scarlett. Something with a T, and then he's Tobias Simmons, so their initials will always be the inverse. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So for book 2, it's Jessica something with a C, and then the guy's name is Callum something with a J. Johnson, I think. I don't know. It's on a sticky note on my laptop, so I don't know. But that's the plan, and that's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So, because I'm like, these names I don't like, but I've done it to myself.
The Secrets We Keep, where it was Daphne
something with a B, and then
And
Brennan.
then Brennan D and Daphne B.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
We'll do
Yeah.
that.
Which is fun because when they get married, she's just gonna have like, what is it, DD, and then she's gonna have SS. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I didn't think it through, but I thought it's cute.
Okay, so the last one before I open it up. Do you have any other projects in the works?
I'm working on book 2 for this series because this I think is gonna at least be a trilogy. The next one, Jessica and Callum, you'll meet them in this book. They're kind of interwoven without being like, they're super important as far as like Jessica and her are really close and are really good friends. And her boyfriend, the professor, is like very involved in the news, and so he's like a good resource and good like shoulder for her to lean on and stuff. And he has all the tea. So we're gonna meet them, and it's gonna be a reporter professor, but it wasn't her professor, but he did work at the college that she went to. And then the third one is gonna be, I'm planning for an intern and a news director, without it being a huge age gap, and it will not be the news director you meet in this book, because it's gonna be dick. So he'll be removed in book 2, yeah.
Putting it very lightly.
Yeah.
So, do you have something in the works for the Secret Key?
No. I know it's gonna be from Damon's perspective, and it's gonna be a continuation of the original plotline, but that's about as far as I've gotten, because I got really excited about this, and this was really easy for me to write, because I just know the environment, and I don't have to do a lot of like creative legwork with like the environment, whereas with that one, I've only ever been to the Pacific Northwest once, and I've watched Twilight, so like that's kind of my reference, so that's kind of how that one is such a struggle for me.
So it's like easier to world build with
Yeah.
this one.
So much easier. Okay.
All right. All right. You guys, do you guys have any questions for our author about writing process, books, anything like that?
How long did it take?
5 weeks?
Oh.
Yeah. I like locked myself in the book room that I have at home. That's also my computer room. For like 3 weekends straight, and wrote like 20,000 words a weekend.
Oh my goodness.
And then my back was hurting by the end of those 3 weeks because I just wasn't moving. So, yeah.
I was gonna figure out how to post these pictures. You said it's not your content. So how do you balance doing both?
I locked myself away. That's the big thing. With the Secrets We Keep, I was kind of writing a little bit here and there, and then I realized I'm bored after I left news because I had a normal 8 to 5 job instead of the weekend job that I had with news, and I was like, I wanted to finish this by the end of the year, and it's December 27th, so I have 4 days to finish this manuscript. So I tend to just like hyper focus and do it all at once, and that's just a trait of my ADHD. Is I do it all at once, all or nothing, and then if I do nothing, then I just have a shame spiral about it. It's fine. So therapy support.
I had to give her a deadline for this one. I'm like, okay,
And even
July
then, I was a
1st.
week late. It's fine.
you know, but I'm not a publisher, so it wasn't like a hard deadline.
Yeah. But if I wanted to get it out in time for this and for Romance Lahoma next weekend, I had to get it done. Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it on your Instagram, but can you remind me what the tropes are for Standby and Secrets We Keep? Is the Secrets We Keep also romance?
Yes. Okay. So I'll do Secrets We Keep first. It's that one's a romantic suspense, stalker, but not the fun kind.
Definitely not.
Quick to fall, lumberjack tech nerd who's good with his hands, plus size FMC, which I think I'm exclusively gonna do plus size FMCs. Pacific Northwest, there's a Highland cow trope in it, or like subtle mention, and she's kind of my favorite thing about the book. And I think that's it. Unlikely friendships.
Unlikely friendships,
Yeah.
I think would definitely be one.
Yeah, I think that's all of them. I haven't looked at that trope list in a hot minute, and I just copy and paste for my Instagram. This one is enemies to lovers, workplace romance, slow burn. Didn't intend for it to be a slow burn, but then I got to like page 260, and I was like, they haven't done it yet, so. And what is it? Obsessive MMC, plus size FMC, mental health rep, which I haven't put on any of my stuff, but that's been a really big thing in the reviews. So I need to include that. Multiple nicknames.
Slutty glasses.
Slutty little glasses. He only wears his glasses for her. Gives her several nicknames. And then one I'm not going to say in front of my parents.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Can I ask? I'll ask later in private.
Okay.
It's also
write about that you actually experienced?
I know. So I tried to like take the ones I experienced and change the circumstances and exaggerate them a little. But like there's a scene where everything that can go wrong in the show that goes wrong did actually happen in one of my shows, and it was probably one of the biggest triggers of my anxiety, and one of the reasons I left because of how management handled it. So that was a big one, and that's kind of, I think that's like the big kind of like conflict, I don't know if that's the right word, at the, like towards the end when it happens with Charles. That kind of happens towards the end, and it's like the most amazing, so satisfying the way she handles it, because it's how I wish I could have handled it. So stuff like that, a lot of the like management kind of sweeping things under the rug, not really holding the right people accountable, that is very much my experience. And then her anxiety. And a lot of the things the therapist says to her, my therapist has said to me. So I just used a lot of my own personal experience while also being very clear that it is fictional. I did not have an affair with an anchor.
He has never worked in news.
No, he's never worked in news. Yes, ma'am.
Do you also have a cat?
No, I'm allergic. Everyone in my family is. But I have 3 dogs. I love them. I've got a Cairn Terrier. He's a biter. He's a jerk. But he's like 12 pounds, and he's really cute. But he does bite. Man syndrome. He's got that Napoleon real bad. And then Athena and Freya are the only 2 girls that came out of the same litter, because I could not separate them. And they are blue heeler pit bull mixes. They're very cute. I like them. I do. I'll show you afterwards. Yeah, because they're my favorite. So yeah, we're childless millennials. We're the dog parents. Millennials. Yeah. But yeah, no cats. They're cute. Easy.
Did you take inspiration from anybody you worked with? Maybe not entirely from one person, but your characters based on people you've worked with?
So the sports anchor you'll meet, so like him and the weatherman kind of have like super quick scenes, and they are based off of very loosely, like just kind of like work with like the socks, is based off of one, and then like the sports anchor being kind of older and being very much like dad-like is one that I worked with too. And I love them. They're just not very much, they're not in it very much. Because I was like, we're getting close to that 250 page, and the big, like, we're still on this whole enemies to lovers thing. We need to wrap it up. We need to pick it up a little bit. So I'll definitely try to include them more in the next one. Just because, like, producers and talent don't, like, they mingle a little in the workplace, but, like, not a whole lot. And everything is kind of cliquey without, like, intending to. Just producers spend more time together because they're all sitting around each other. Same thing with anchors and reporters and everybody. But with the next one, with Jessica being a reporter, she'll have more interaction with people in the newsroom. Yes, ma'am.
For this trilogy, are they standalones, or do they need to be read in?
So they're interconnected
Jenna likes to
standalones.
run
So
them in
I'm planning for you to be able to just kind of pick one up and read it without having to read the others. But yeah, there's an interconnect. Yeah, you don't have to read in order. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Email.
You don't, I guess you don't have to say it if you can't. What news did you cover for this?
Like the station?
Yeah.
I won't say that one. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah.
We're on library.
Yeah.
Dad, did you want?
Jennifer actually has a question. She was wanting to know if you're doing any other book signings other than the OKC area.
Not yet, no. I want to, but I have not gotten that far yet. I have to get through August 1st, and we'll see what. I know, like, Wanderlust in San Antonio is one I want to try and do next year, but they've already filled up for 2026, so it probably won't happen until 27. And then, like, if I can go out to Seattle for a signing, that would be rad, because then it's technically the work and it's tax write-off. But other than that, that's kind of all I have. That's all I have planned for right now.
There's a good one in Tulsa at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I need to, like, because I know Stillwater and Tulsa, they all have, like, their own individual indie bookstores. I need to go reach out to them. I just haven't yet. Do you guys want me to read this one?
Yes.
Don't mind. It's okay. I have it highlighted, so it's, like, super quick.
It's also like right at the end, too.
I also talk really fast, so I'm super sorry. If y'all need me to repeat anything, I will.
when she finishes her reading, don't get up, we're gonna take a group picture.
Okay, so this is chapter 3 and 4, because 4 is like the page average. This one, so this is dual POV. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is dual POV. So we're gonna start in Scarlet's, and then chapter 4 is the first Tobias chapter. And I apologize, she says the word for a lot, so sorry. So, as much as I wish I could spend the holiday with my family, I also enjoy being at the station. We get paid at a higher rate and the work is easy. I come in, stack the show with packages and a few short scripts. Most people don't watch the news when they have family over or are out of town anyway. I get paid to take it easy and spend the time mingling with coworkers I rarely see for longer than 5 minutes at a time. That's how today has been. I finished preparing my show 2 hours ago and there's still an hour before showtime. I'm reading a particularly, oh I did not remember this. Dad, Mom, ignore this. I'm reading a particularly dirty scene about a cowboy who makes his own leather toys that he uses on the local cheer coach. That's a Daisy Jane reference if anybody wants to read that. It's called Please Sir. Local cheer coach, when I feel someone walk behind my back. Sorry guys. I turn my chair to watch Brandon head toward the front door. I quickly lock the e-reader, setting it face down on my desk as I try to make out the figure waiting to be let in. I cock my head to try and see past him, but I can't make the person out, so I try to look busy until I can find out who it is. An email from the local animal shelter catches my attention. They sent us a video of their resident celebrating Thanksgiving. I decide to add it to the newscast as a cute way to end the show. I'm so focused on downloading the video and sending it to our editors that I don't realize Brandon is bringing the guest over until I hear him introduce me. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Brendan, and that's secrets we keep. This is one of our evening producers, Scarlett. At my name, I turn, professional smile already in place as I make eye contact with our new anchor, Tobias Simmons. I can't help the quiet gasp that escapes me when I see him, hoping like hell my face isn't turning red. I force myself to mentally shake off the sudden attraction I feel. Standing, I put my hand out. Scarlett, nice to meet you. I give myself a mental high five for playing it cool. Tobias, great to meet you as well. Brandon was telling me you've been here a while. He asks, shaking my hand. If I'm not mistaken, he holds it just a tad longer than is the social norm, and squeezes my hand ever so slightly. Feels like forever, I joke, then realize that may have sounded more negative than I meant. I clear my throat and try to course correct, pulling my hand free to shove both in the back pockets of my jeans. What I meant to say is I've been here for 10 years. Wow, that's impressive. I know how hard it is to keep producers for longer than their first contract, let alone a decade. He mimics me by placing his hands in the front pockets of his slacks. It has its difficult moments, that's for sure. I know how stressful it can be. I spent the first year of my news career as a producer and it was more stressful than I realized. Then I moved to reporting and anchoring. The whole business is stressful. He chuckles, which makes my smile more genuine. Yeah, the comparison game is a slippery slope, I offer, because it's true. It's easy to get wrapped up in the I have it harder game, but that only causes bitterness to fester inside yourself and your relationships with others. Thanks, therapy. Sorry, my contact keeps going blurry. Well, I'll get out of your hair and let you get back to work. It was nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you. Tobias flashes that gorgeous smile at me, and I'm sure my face flushes. Great to meet you too. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I nod at him before turning back to my computer and sitting down. Happy Thanksgiving, Scarlett. His tone is soft as he walks past me to visit the rest of the holiday staff. The way he says my name sets butterflies off in my chest. I'm in trouble. Chapter 4, Tobias. I promise this is the only page I have. Shit. I was not expecting to meet someone like that when I came to the station. My plan was to get my desk set up, make sure my computer and phone worked, and that I had everything ready to go for my first shift tomorrow. So when the assignment editor offered to introduce me to the skeleton crew, I had agreed, thinking it would be a run-of-the-mill experience. Meeting that little redhead with green eyes that blew me away was nowhere near what I expected, but I'm glad I met her. She seemed uncomfortable with the comments she made, but I found her humor refreshing. Fake niceties run wild in this industry, so to have someone be blatantly honest was a nice change of pace. If that encounter was anything to go off, I think she's going to be a little firecracker, which will make working with her a lot of fun. Bless you. Maybe. Maybe even worth the move from Seattle. I took this job to be closer to my mom and brother back home in Chicago. It's still an 8-hour drive, but that's way more achievable than the 30 hours from Washington. Even flying out of SeaTac and into O'Hare is a nightmare. Even flying out of SeaTac and into O'Hare is a nightmare. I feel like being close to mom while also keeping enough distance that I'm not constantly reminded of my dad. The move has been easy so far since everything was shipped ahead of time and there isn't a lot left to unpack. Since I've moved around a lot, I tend to live a minimalistic lifestyle. Things that aren't strictly necessary are locked away in a storage unit I pay for monthly back home. The excitement of the city has been an adjustment because it's the polar opposite of Seattle. I came from one of the most beautiful states in the country, and it was quiet because I live far away from the city. Here I have to live just inside the downtown area, so I deal with a lot of the crowds, noise, and traffic. He lives in, they're in Kansas City, by the way. Catching a glimpse of Scarlett's profile as I make my way back toward the exit, I get the sense she and I are going to have an interesting relationship. I knew the moment she looked at me that I was in trouble because the draw to her was instant. So I need to be hyper vigilant around her so I don't cross any lines. Unfortunately, that means I have to do some things I'm not proud of and will likely hurt her. Sorry guys, I really can't see this one contact I cannot see out of, so I'm just having to read like this.
Which is real funny, because the babies and.
Yeah, listen, I've got that student. What?
Jen's wanting to know if for the young inspiring authors, what is something you suggest for those who would want to follow in your footsteps?
Find a community of authors. I wouldn't have even finished The Secrets We Keep if I hadn't found the Oklahoma Romance Writers Guild. They're a great group of people. They're super helpful. They know what they're doing because they've all published several of their own books. So they're super helpful, and it's just nice to have people to talk to. Because there were several times that I was in the middle of writing Secrets We Keep, and I was like, I'm bored. I don't want to do this. But then I would go to the coffee socials or the monthly workshops, and I would leave being like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get home and write. I didn't necessarily do that every time, but on the way home, I was super excited to do it. So I think that's the big thing, is just finding a community to help with, and to just kind of, plus you get the creative juices flowing.
We're gonna take a picture.
Okay.
So if mom and dad wanna come sit down, I'm gonna have you stand in the aisle right here.
Okay.
And just get on the side
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'll just
You
put
can
my
laugh
jewelry
with your brain, do what you gotta do. Thank you. Of course, you all do photos, sis, sorry.
In the picture.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, you're probably important too, I forgot about you.
I forgot you were here.
I forgot. You're real quiet back there.
It's not my fault, you disappeared. Okay. Do you want me to just?
Yeah, if mom and dad wanted to sit up here, you're just gonna have to pick a spot. You can sit in the back corner.
I'm gonna do this. No, but it's very beautiful. Except for today. We'll just stay right here.
I'm gonna take a couple, so please hold. There's a lot of you, so it's hard to pick it all. Okay. Okay, now everybody make a stupid face. Thank you. And now if you want to get a book signed, she's going to be signing them in the back of the table.
Yes, I'll be
Please eat cupcakes. Or I will eat them all.
Or she'll make this happen.
Thank you.
Don't eat the cupcakes, I wanna take them all.
Everybody's absolutely in my life.
Oh, are you face? Are you? Oh, so you just had that like in my face. So sorry. That's my bad.
This is a quick tour of Lost and Bound. Hey, Down Under Cruisers, how y'all doing? Oh, thanks for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that's what they're called. I gotta go back and read them. But this is Lost and Bound. It is a book and soda shop. And this is my daughter Kelly. She's doing a book signing of the second book that she's published. The first one was The Secrets We Keep. And this is her newest one. They're apparently romance novels and are romance books, which can be, I think they're on Amazon if I'm not mistaken. And she's actually signing some books now.
Thank you so much. And then if you want to take a print, bookmark. Thank you. And then this is my social media and stuff on it, so yeah. No problem. Thank you so much for coming.
Hello.
I appreciate everybody that came in and joined the live. It was a last minute thought on my part. I know I was coming out here and I was sitting at work and I was like, hey, why not do a live to help promote her book as well as the bookstore? But again, it's lost. Oh, thank you. I will definitely let her know. But the bookstore is located in Oklahoma City. Huh?
That's live.
Yeah.
You have tea to spill.
All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and, since she's gonna be signing books and spilling beans, she doesn't want to be recorded. So there's the rest of the family. Right there, there they are. Oh yeah, I understand. I'm not sure when we're going to get to your area, your neck of the woods. We've got a trip planned next year, but unfortunately it's to Europe. We had the opportunity to get on a cruise, a 2-week cruise, and go to London, and we thought we'd go ahead and spend a couple of days in London and hit a couple other places while we were there. But I think what we're going to do is, instead of spending 9 days on the ocean, is we're going to fly to London and use those extra 9 days to see Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic. Things change names so many times I can't keep up with it. As well as, hit France and a couple other areas. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, there's the link. Thank you, Jennifer, for dropping that and sharing it out as well. And that's the person that runs the store that allowed Kelly to go ahead and do her book signing here. And here's just some of the people that showed up for her book. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and close this out. And because because she's spilling secrets, she doesn't want it recorded. So I can't be anywhere near her. And so I think I'm going to I do appreciate everybody that did come in. I really do. Especially since it was a last minute deal. So we hopefully will be able to get back on soon. Do a little bit more lives, a little more often. It's just been kind of hard to do with our jobs here lately. And if you think about it, hit the like button. And I do appreciate everybody being here. And we're going to go ahead and... Yes, definitely dropping in and supporting the girl. Kelly, my daughter. All right. Well, we shall see everyone later, and thanks everybody again. And we hope to see y'all soon. Have a good night or day, wherever you may be. See ya. Bye-bye.